Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We're back here at Texas Motor Speedway for an event called the Auto Roundup. And what a perfect backdrop and a perfect place to be, because we have a car here that deserves to be out on this racetrack. This is a 2021 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack Widebody. But before we get into this no replacement for displacement muscle car, let's talk about what's going on here. So we have taught you the history of the Challenger here on Rady's Rides. It all started in 1970. You know, things kind of got a little wonky for a while, changed in size and shape, but boy, oh boy, in 2008, it was back, and it was back for a vengeance. Going up against the Chevrolet Camaro, the Ford Mustang. Really, this muscle car version 2.0 is still going strong, but you know what? The days are numbered, believe it or not. The days are numbered where that big 6.4 liter V8 is gonna become outlawed, and you're gonna see more electrification and other setups with automobiles. So what I wanna find out is, first of all, is this car worth it? Because Dodge says it really is their bread and butter of their muscle car lineup, being such a value price leader. But also, is it now or ever? Is it now or never, ever time to put up or shut up if you've been wanting to get one of these and park it in your garage and then take it out for a nice on-throttle spin? So let's go ahead, let's see if we can answer these questions on this 2021 Challenger Scat Pack Widebody. Let's go ahead and find out. First of all, perfect color for a muscle car smoke show. We had a Charger Hellcat red eye on Rady's Ride, same color, and on the Challenger it really fits it perfect. Starting up at the front of the business, when you go wide body, why are we calling it a wide body? Because you're getting those fender flares, those extra fenders. That's gonna add 3 inches. Think about 3 inches. Life was only that simple. 3 inches of extra width at the front of the business. When it comes to aggressive muscle car style, Dodge, Mopar, no car, hits it to a T. Love the style with the quad round headlights, 2 on each side. We got our RT badge, road and track. That's an equation I like to solve every single day. Some of those other weird equations in school just gave me a headache, but definitely I understand that fraction. R over T means on-throttle fun. We drop down, you're gonna get functional corner air intakes. Look at the size of the splitter. I just got done eating a sundae off the front of that splitter because it's kind of hot out here in Texas. But you know what? The track performance of this thing is pretty freaking hot as well. Coming across the front end, that wide, massive look really puts the Camaro and the Mustang to shame when you're looking for that pure muscle car feeling and style. I love the Challenger script. Nice cursive handwriting there. Challenger. You got your egg crate grill, flat black. Drop down. Of course, we got more functionality and that massive splitter. Don't leave the yellow shipping protectors on there. Take them off. They're not supposed to be there. But let's go ahead and get on the hood. Of course, if we're talking muscle car, we're talking about a bulge, and we got a big one. Nice rise, functional air intake in the center, and then you're gonna get 2 functional heat extractors. The things that I love about this hood, it's just that it's functional, but also the form really is built around that function, and it looks drop dead sexy. Coming around the bend, if we're going wide body, it's not just about slapping on some fender flares, it's about getting a wider tire and wheel combination. So you're looking at 20-inch in diameter, 11-inch wide wheels. Love the split spoke flat black design with the smoke show color. We have our massive 6-piston calipers with the new SRT badging on there. That's new for 2021. That's how you know it's a 2021. Of course, Brembos, and you got the 2-piece rotors over 15 inches. They're slotted and 2-piece to cut down on heat because braking builds a lot of heat. You even have all 4 corners adaptive dampers. So when you put this into different modes, it's going to soften or stiffen the suspension to give you exactly what you need. 4-speed, 305 on the width, and that wonderful 35 series sidewall sits perfectly. Going down the side, we have The Rumblebee, smoking them up, 392. That's a 392 cubic inch V8 underneath that hood. Color match on the mirror caps. The silhouette is perfect muscle car. It's almost like I just want to hug this thing because it really is mean, lean muscle car machine. Working our way to the back. If you thought 305s were fat up front, we still got them out back too to help get the traction to the ground. I love that fuel filler door, gives it that nice classic look without looking too over the top. And then coming out back, we have that optional SRT spoiler. I love the way this one extends off the back. This drag spoiler extends off the back and kind of curves around on the edges. Your standard one is almost like a door stop that's been attached to the trunk. This one though, large and in charge, just like that engine. As we drop down, you're gonna get the Dodge badge. We have our LED lighting. The one thing I'm just not in love with is the exhaust. I wish I had a quad tip exhaust, at least on the Scat Pack, make it look unique. But you do have that vacuum style exhaust. It is functional, of course, on both sides. We have a limited slip differential in the pumpkin. That's the differential in between these two rear wheels. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see those 392 cubic inches of power. All right, guys, the hood, like I promised you, it has a bulge for a reason. It's not like somebody just took a sock. You actually have a V8 engine, 392 cubic inch V8 engine. It's the largest displacement V8 out of a Challenger, Charger, Camaro, or Mustang. Love the way it's got the SRT, the powered by SRT street and racing technology. You're looking at 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. This one's made it to a ZF 8-speed automatic, but you know what? You could get it with a good old slick shifting Tremec 6-speed manual transmission, 0 to 60. If you could hook them, 4.2 seconds. The car, she does weigh. That's the downfall, the zonk, is that the Challenger's very heavy, 4,266 pounds, but you know what? She'll still put down a quarter mile time, 12.1 seconds at 112 miles per hour. MPGs, if you're really worried about that and you're looking at this video, I think you clicked the wrong one, but 15 in the city, 24 on the highway. I like the fact that I could open up the hood and what do you see? You see engine. I could see the water pump. I could see the alternator. I could see the AC compressor, and I could see that intake plenum that's gonna churn all that air into the 8 cylinders. But speaking of cylinders, we need a little bit of spark to ignite the boom. Let's go ahead and fire up this Scat Pack and hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside this 2021 Challenger Scat Pack Widebody Smoke Show color. I'm really falling in love with this one, and I know you are too. And you're probably saying, well, Joe, I'm watching, I'm trying to find out, is it worth it? Is this the way I should get it? Should I be jumping on this before the V8's gone? How much though is it? And that's a great question. This one, the way that it's optioned, you're looking at an MSRP of $58,000. You could get into a Scat Pack for as little as $40,000. Remember, that's 6.4 liters of V8 goodness. But let's see what you get for the money on this one to the door panels. Love the premium interior. Nice smooth finish. That red contrast stitching just pops off the door panel. And because this has the optional demonic interior, that's gonna give you that two-tone red with the dark leather. Super soft on the armrest. If you go to the back portion of the door panel, that's a nice area for the Twinkies. Not for you, not for your passenger. Those are the ones you're gonna throw at your competition after you blow their doors off as a consolation prize. And then we have a nice bottle holder up front to make sure you have a nice bottle of water there to stay hydrated. We got the Alpine sound system, and then going from the door panel to the dash, that same premium material, super soft, 392 badge with the Rumblebee, the red stitching, looking really, really slick. And then look what we have in the center there. That is a 8.4-inch Uconnect system. 8.4 inches of visual pleasure. You got performance pages, the drive modes, launch control, line lock, the whole shabam. Plus you have dual climate, heated seats, ventilated seats. You got it all in this thing. Start, stop button, nicely located. If you don't like the screens, you can have actual physical buttons and knobs. And then also for the AC as well. This is going to control that ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. You can get a Tremec 6-speed as well, 6-speed manual. There's your key fob. It says Dodge on it. That's what you bought. That's what you got. Flip it around the back. Remote start. Pop the trunk. And the panic button is for everybody freaking out as you're doing that big smoky burnout. You got a place for some atomic fireballs. Another Twinkie holder on the side over here. And a place to plug in your radar detector. I advise getting one. This car is going to get you into a lot of trouble. I promise you that. 2 cup holders, super soft on the armrest. Flip this open, guess what? You got plenty of room for timesheets or pink slips as you're racing people for their cars. 2 USBs, an aux jack, and a 12 volt. And then the seats, leather, the Alcantara material. Somebody hand stitched that Rumblebee there. The embroidery looks fantastic. Perforated center all the way down. We're going to take this on the road course here at Texas Motor Speedway, but these seats are not really road course seats. They're more comfort than anything else. You got manual controls for the passenger. I have electric controls over here. Plenty of headroom. Put the helmet on, ready to rock and roll. Get your butt over here. I want to take you for a little spin and show you behind the wheel of this Challenger Scat Pack. All right, guys, business time. We got 2 memory settings for these seats for the driver, and you have all the controls real nice on the side. My only zonk is the manual lever to control the back. It would be nice to have the power assist. Plenty of room up here, definitely compared to the competition. Steering wheel, I love the thickness. It would have been nice to have the Rumblebee here instead of just the Dodge badge and get rid of this chrome finish. But other than that, you have flat bottom. You do have the paddles behind the steering wheel to go up and down that 8-speed automatic. I would prefer the 6-speed manual, of course. And then you're going to get a nice little combo deal of some classic style analog gauges, tach and speedometer, and then everything digital in the center, which is really nice. And you could scroll through a cornucopia of information there, gauges and everything else. But you know what? We do have back seats. We're not getting in them. We also have a trunk. I'm not showing them because if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's smoke them because we got them in this Challenger Scat Pack Widebody. All right, guys, we're in the 2021 Challenger Scat Pack Widebody. Loving this color, the smoke show color, but you know what I'm loving even more? If you're ready, I'm ready. We're putting this in track mode and we're ready to do a little bit of on throttle. Here we go. On throttle, smoke him if you got him, yeah! Woo! Ripping through that 8-speed. This thing, I'm telling you, one of the benefits of it being heavier is that it is rock solid stable, especially over the bumps on this road. This road's a little bumpy that goes around Texas Motor Speedway, and really just, it's this great feeling of being in something unique, something special that has that original muscle car flavor and look to it. Inside, if you're gonna do it, check off the boxes. Get yourself the demonic interior. Definitely the premium interior is a nice touch as well. And the wonderful news is that this is streetable power. Yes, there's Hellcats out there with way more horsepower than this has, but there's something to be said for a large displacement, naturally aspirated vehicle. And this one is just so fantastic to drive and to experience. But from a slow roll, let's shift manually. You know me, I like to shift manually. You do have a very, very small gear indicator, not the largest, but could be a little bit bigger, as they say. But here we go. On throttle, yeah! Woo! Really, really nice. It puts a smile on your face. And then the great news is, with those massive 305s, all 4 corners, you're able to get the traction to the ground pretty effectively. And also from a twisty road standpoint, with those 305s up front, you are getting some good rubber to meet the road as you're going through the twisty bits. But that wonderful sound, God, brakes feel good, and why shouldn't they? 6-piston Brembos, 2-piece rotors. I mean, they're over 15 inches in diameter. There's some cars that I've been in my life that the wheels weren't 15 inches, let alone the brake rotors. Let's do a slow roll. Let's do a slow roll. Like somebody comes up to you on the road or something, like, hey, let's go. Get the Twinkie ready because you're gonna blow the doors off. On throttle, here we go, yeah! Woo! When you have it in track mode and you hit that paddle to shift to the next gear, it shifts with authority, and I like that. Not trying to be all soft and prim and proper. This thing is brash, and it just is kicking butt and taking names. And that's what I love about the Dodge brand. It really, the people who work for Dodge are car enthusiasts, and this is truly a vehicle for the enthusiasts. I mean, I can't stop going on throttle on this thing. It's like I'm addicted. On throttle, here we go. Yeah! Really, really nice. Great feeling, and just the whole overall experience. When you're sitting at a light and somebody pulls up next to you in a Prius and they kind of look over at you and they're confused, you know what it's all about. We know what it's all about here on Rady's Rides, but nice feedback to the steering wheel as you go to the different modes. You got those adaptive dampers all 4 corners, and then you've got these comfortable seats and plenty of room for people in the back. All right, guys, it's been another great day here at Texas Motor Speedway. I definitely got to thank Kimberly, Ashton, the whole crew over at Dodge. Mopar, no car. Thank you for allowing Rady's Rides access to this vehicle. It really just goes to show that, yes, is this bringing the biggest value? Of course it is. That's why they're selling like hotcakes still to this day without a big major redesign whatsoever. Plus, if you want one, I got one here with that V8 engine. The days are numbered. I wouldn't wait too long, because if you don't get on it now, it's gonna be gone just as fast as this thing could do 0 to 60. But if you wanna keep seeing muscle car magic here on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you wanna help us keep making great content just for you in the channel, click the first link, get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. Click that second link over there, become a Rady's Rides Patreon member. Got to give it up to the best member of the Rady's Rides family. Lori, working that camera like a muscle car champion that she is. Thank you, Lori, for flexing those guns and getting that camera work and all of the wide body action for everybody at home. Show her some love in the comment section. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.